Hello guys, welcome to this video on content ideation. It's part of a series of videos where we touch the major topics that are being taught in our beginner content creation masterclass. And masterclass is basically a 30 days training where we help complete beginners start their content creation journey. And for more details on the masterclass, please check the information in the description of this video. This video is basically about content ideation and planning, and I'll be running you through some key things you need to know about content ideation and planning. And number one is where content ideas actually come from. A lot of beginners think content ideas come from being creative. No, they don't. Content ideas comes from problems, questions, and experience. Every time someone asks you a question, that is content. Every mistake you've made, that is also content. Every lesson you've learned, that is also content. You don't need original ideas, you just need useful ideas. Start paying attention to what people struggle with. That's where actual content ideas come from. And then number two, how to never run out of content ideas. If you feel like you're running out of content ideas, you're not. You're just not collecting them. Content ideas are everywhere. Comments, DMs, frequently asked questions, mistakes, wins, and lessons. The key is writing ideas down when they come. Keep a note app just for ideas. Or if you're like me that likes to physically write, you can have your biro and a notebook with you at all times. You don't need to create ideas daily, you need to capture them consistently. When ideas are stored, content becomes easy. And then number three, turning one idea into 10 pieces of content. One of the smartest skills a creator can learn is repurposing ideas. One topic can become multiple pieces of content. You can explain it, break it into steps, share a mistake, share an example, answer a question about it. Beginners burn out because they think every post needs a new idea. It doesn't. Milk one idea fully before moving on. And then number four, what are content pillars? Content pillars are the main topics you talk about consistently. Think of them as categories for your content. For beginners, 3 to 5 content pillars are enough. For example, education, experience, tips, behind the scenes, those are all content pillars. Content pillars gives your audience clarity and gives you direction. Without them, content feels random. And with them, content becomes easier to plan and execute. How to choose content topics people care about. The biggest mistake beginners make is creating content they care about, not what the audience cares about. Good content solves problems. Ask yourself, what is my audience struggling with? What questions do they keep asking? If your content answers a real problem, people will watch. Interest comes from relevance, not effort. Focus on value first. And then number 6, researching viral content without copying. Researching content doesn't mean copying, it means studying what works. Look at viral videos and ask, what's the hook? What's the structure? Why do people engage? Take the concept, not the exact word. Learn patterns, not script. Inspiration is smart, copying is lazy. And then number 7, how to study your competitors the right way. Studying competitors should inspire you, not intimidate you. Don't compare numbers, compare clarity. Look at what they explain and what they miss. Your goal isn't to beat them, it's to serve your audience better. There's room for multiple creators in the same space. Focus on learning, not competing. And then number 8, trend-based content versus evergreen content. There are 2 main types of content, trend-based and evergreen. Trend-based content gives you fast attention. Evergreen content gives you long-term value. As a beginner, you should focus on evergreen content. Trend fades, skills doesn't. Use trends to attract people, but use evergreen content to keep them. Balance matters. And then number 9, how to validate content ideas before posting. You don't need to guess if a content will work or not. Validation is simple. Has someone asked this question before? Is this a common problem? Does similar content already perform well? If the answer is yes, the idea is valid. You're not trying to be original, you are trying to be helpful. Validated ideas reduce overthinking for content creation. And then number 10, planning ideas for 30 days. Planning content ahead saves time and stress. Start by choosing your content pillars, then assign simple topics to each day. You don't need perfect ideas, just clear ones. A loose plan is better than no plan at all, and when content is planned, consistency becomes easier. And then number 11, we have creating a simple content calendar. A content calendar doesn't have to be complicated. It can be a notebook, a note app, or a simple spreadsheet. Write the date, the topic, and the platform. That is it. The goal isn't perfection, it's structure. And structure removes decision fatigue. And then moving on to number 12, we have batch planning versus daily posting. There are two ways to create content: batching or daily posting. Batching means creating multiple videos at once. Daily posting means creating one video per day. Beginners usually do better with batching. It saves time and reduces pressure. However, choose a method that suits your lifestyle, not the one that sounds impressive. And then number 13, using comments for content ideas. Your audience will tell you what content to make. If you listen, comments are free content ideas. Every question is a video, every confusion is a topic. Replying to comments with content builds trust and engagement. Don't ignore them, use them. And then number 14, we have repurposing content across platforms. You don't need new content for every platform. One video can be repurposed. A YouTube video can become short, reels, and TikTok. Adjust the format, not the message. Repurposing saves time and increases reach. Work smarter, not harder. And then finally, turning your life into content ethically. You don't need to overshare to create content. Your experiences can teach without exposing everything. Share lessons, not private details. Ask yourself, does this help someone? Content should add value, not cross boundaries. Be intentional, not impulsive. And finally, we've come to the end of content ideation and planning. Hope you're able to pick one or two things. For more information or for more breakdown or mentorship on content ideation and planning, join our 30 days beginner content creation masterclass. Like I said in the beginning of the video, more information will be in the description of this video about the masterclass, and I'll see you in the next video on this channel where we talk about shooting videos on your phone.